Did I ever tell you about that time that my family line got cursed? Oh, hold up. Sit down, you're gonna wanna be ready for this. My grandma is Mexican and of Mayan descent. And so when I was a kid growing up, my grandma had all these wacky stories. She would just say stuff. So much so that so many people in our family kind of believed she was just lying and saying things for attention, blah, 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 blah. Really, it was because other parts of my family were Christian and just didn't want to look outside themselves, but that's a whole other story. So when I was like 7, she told me a story about her great grandma being a witch cursing the family line. There was a lot of trauma that happened. So basically, long story short, her great grandma worked for this family. She had an affair with this man. He ended up impregnating her and then left her. Rightfully so, she was very angry. Now, because of that anger, she decided to curse the line that he follows. The way that the curse worked was basically like if it followed the familial line. So there was certain like appearances that people had that the curse would follow and then be active. Now, this curse came down to basically when somebody loves you, they will never unlove you. She thought she was doing it with like a good intent of like, oh, if somebody loves you, they'll never unlove you. But what has happened to people in my family line is it turns into a very toxic style of love. Yes, people will love me, but they will never unlove me, meaning sometimes that love shifts to hate, and also that means that sometimes they can never see this. So I went down to Mexico to break this curse, but you're going to have to like for part 2.